Alright, so let me explain a little bit what's going on here. What we do in SGL is we give the players, in each of these matches, we give the players 30 minutes to do as many attempts as they can. You see this clock at the bottom. When that clock hits 0, the players will no longer be able to reset. They can finish off whatever run they're doing, but they can't start any new ones after the timer has run out. Once all the runs are done, at the end of 30 minutes, we will go and look at the best times from each player to determine who beat whom in this matchup. And let's see, the runs, as they complete each of these runs, it will be uploaded to our server, and Mythical will download it, play the movie back, and get the exact timing down to the frame. When he gets that figured out, each time will be posted, each player's PB will be posted in this box in the middle of your screen, and that's how we'll know who's doing what. So the goal for this one, for match 1, is going to be stage 5. And this is an interesting game. It's definitely a different kind of game than the other Ninja Gaidens.
Yeah,
it feels
like
a lot different.
Black sheep of the Ninja Gaiden series.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it was the longest time before this game got a lot of serious speedrun attention. I think right now it's Rich with this. I think he's the one who's got this. He couldn't be here today, unfortunately. He had to work, but he really wanted to. But yeah, Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2 were considered, popular speed games. People were really working on them, and Ninja Gaiden 3 was just that other Ninja Gaiden that no one wanted to play. But I actually think this game's got a lot of merit, and it is cool to see that now it's got some nice optimized runs for it.
And it has the best subtitle by a lot.
That's right, the Ancient Ship of Doom.
Doom! Come on. It looks like we got synchronized boss kills here. A 213 and a 216.
So I do still not see my fire wheel half the time, but I hope that works out. It's somewhat annoying.
They won't see it coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, are we back up after quality options now?
I see it
What
up.
am I doing? That's not right.
So if I recall, there's nothing different in this goal than in the speedrun, right?
That's correct.
You can use that as a pretty good guide.
Right, and they're starting...
Except for the version of the game.
Except for the version of the game, most of the speedruns on this are done on the US version. These guys are playing the Japanese version. There's a few differences in it. One of them, most notably, is that it's easier because you take less damage from each thing that hits you. You also, when you die, you don't start back nearly as far as you do in the US version. It's much less of a penalty for dying. I don't think that's going to come into play this time around, because I think all these players are going to be probably making their way through deathless in, at least one of their attempts, so... But it's see... That's just the wrong attitude. You'll surprise yourself, just watch.
Okay, well.
But that's one thing that's different. Another thing that's probably going to make a bit of a difference in this run is that the item locations are a little bit different. I think they're mostly the same, but there's a few things that they changed around.
I think they're really different.
Oh, they're really different? I thought that it
Yeah.
was just the fire wheel and the attack upgrade that moved. Huh.
I think tons of them are different.
Tons of... Okay, so there's lots of differences in the item locations. So yeah, that, I guess, makes the world record run not so useful for routing this, because much of routing in any of the Ninja Gaiden games is knowing how much Ninpo you need to use the items that you're going to use, where you're going to pick those items up, and where's the best place to grab the Ninpo, where's the backup plans in case you miss something or use an extra shot. Lots of little things routing issues come down to knowing exactly where the items are. So these players had to work this week, coming up with a route. Let's see, another notable thing about this is that in order to use your sub-weapon, you have to press up and B. And you have to only press up and B. You can't be holding forward and sort of hit diagonal up and B. It doesn't work. So they actually have to stop momentarily every time Every time they use Ninpo.
Finally get out of that room.
Those. How can I do this quickly? Let's see. Oh, that's right, because I don't know how to use the alphabet. That's why I have them backwards. Okay.
E before H.
Got it.
Or something.
Yeah.
Except after C.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was not how I wanted to do that, but yeah, sure. Oh no! Tragedy.
So you're seeing a whole bunch of this invincible fire wheel. It's definitely it's definitely the highlight Ninpo in Ninja Gaiden 3, and I think also 2. Probably it's fair to say.
Yeah.
It's there's the spin slash in Ninja Gaiden 1, and that's kind of what runs the show because it destroys all the bosses. But the invincible fire wheel is just too handy to get through Ninja Gaiden's just hordes of enemies that it throws at you. And it's not easy to hit things without stopping, I find. You can do some jump slashing, you know, right as you
Oh, come on.
leave the ground or right when you
Okay.
land, but
Roll with that.
it's limited. So this fire wheel ends up being the answer to so many problems, and you're gonna see a whole bunch of it. But it's, you know, limited usage. You do need Ninpo to use it, and it's pretty heavy on the Ninpo, right? It's 20.
It's
20.
per, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
And they start with 70 as a maximum here, so you can't go crazy with it. You have to pick and choose where you're gonna bust it out. Yeah, like we said, there's a lot of routing decisions to be made by the players this week. Figuring out where they want to use these things to go fast, obviously, but also for consistency, because this is a hard game, and you want to finish the goal. You need to put a time on the board in order to win. So everyone had to kind of figure out, you know, am I going to go for this? Am I going to go for that? What is going to be the most worthwhile? And that's probably why you're going to see everyone doing everything just a little bit different all over the place. Of course, when you get to this boss, the fire wheel's not going to help you too much, so you want to go in with something. Since he spends so much time in the air, typically you want to go in with something that shoots up, like the, I guess it's called Art of the Fire Wheel?
The art of the fire wheel. Yeah.
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 That's kind of the ideal. It looks like Harry's stuck with this, or Kariohki rather, stuck with the shuriken. Not
No,
so
because
helpful.
I died.
Yeah.
That's why, because I died.
But
I think that's right.
gets him down, time on the board.
Wow.
Looks like people are all finishing up on this boss here.
Button.
Minus
that one.
6 for Emptyeye coming into the lead, and it looks like Freeball ends up with a reset. So this is going to be, well, no, the 210 is not going to be enough to beat Kanonfun, but Emptyeye moves up a place to second.
Yo, yo, yo.
Hey, Rich.
Hey,
Hey.
Rich.
Hey guys.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Do you know much about the Japanese version? Or is everything you know confined to the...
They're quite similar, just different drops in some places, but yeah, not. For example, in this goal they have invincible fire wheel early on, which is not in the American version. So they are
Hey, damn.
approaching this quite differently from what I expected.
Right, you can't do this. It's too hard. Okay, fine. We'll go with that.
I like doing this boss fight with this goal, just because you can hit him like wrap around the screen with your sword.
Yeah, it's probably the hardest boss fight to get the extreme quick kill in as well.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Optimal fight, you can kill him in the top right corner when he's about to jump to the middle.
Alright, now Kari's got a time on the board. Official timing 5:25. Alright, so you'll notice the screen is getting a little busier than usual. We've got comparison videos up here for each of these players. We're comparing them against the video of the next place up, whatever is the next person in the PB order that they're trying to beat, or for the first place person, we're just comparing against their previous PB run.
Fancy.
Interesting.
How come I didn't notice that at first?
We just started.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, that guy.
Oh, right. We'll give you the hitbox streams or make it easier to commentate.
Yeah, thank you.
So you can try using this. Which I put in Skype chat. Oh wait, are you? Yeah, you must be. Okay. But I find it a little buggy for me, so I go to Minion Stream Viewer and type in all the streams. But hopefully that one just works for you. As I'm timing these runs, I'm realizing a small optimization is to have 0 ninpo at the end,
Oh, yeah.
because it's part of the countdown.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a thing for all Ninja Gaidens. You want to just waste your extra ninpo at the end of the stage.
Although it's so useful, I doubt
No
that's gonna
carryover,
be
though.
a problem.
Oh, you're saying they would have used it all? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to have as much as possible for the boss fight anyways and spam everything. Because you get the upfire, which allows you to shoot him when he's in the top corners where you can't really slash him.
Yeah, he spends a lot of his time up there.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I believe if in your video you get him before he flips across the screen, like just
Yeah.
barely.
Top right
Yeah.
corner.
I don't know if any of our players are capable of the ultra quick kill. It would be fun to see.
Oh no. Tragedy. Stupid windmill star thing in my way.
I like the screen wrapping strats here from as Cananophone. I saw that.
Well, Cananophone manages to save another 2 seconds off his time. He was, I think this is third run already.
Yeah, third completed run on a tough goal, and currently sitting in first is very impressive.
Nice.
Man, how
Yeah,
do you
I-
do these comparison videos? Magic.
Reaching the halfway point of our match,
Yes.
Kari's looking for a deathless run. It's gonna be quite a bit to catch Cananophone for Freeball and Emptyeye, but they are battling it out with each other, leapfrogging over each other.
Oh man. Gotta update these comparison videos. Had so many new runs coming in here.
Yeah,
Right, that was definitely not what I wanted to do. Okay.
I really like that you picked this stage for the goal this time, because I actually think this is the hardest stage in the game. Besides the final stage, of course, because, well, that one is just scary. This one is really hard to optimize. And,
Yeah, I saw
Oh, not what I wanted.
the section early on in the rain with the platforms. That looks really hard to optimize.
Yeah. That's one of the hardest things in this game, I think, even casually.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of players get stuck there, or fall down casual plays, and yeah, rage quitting.
Yeah.
But I just think it's overall like there's a lot of weapon strats. Well, this is different now that you have the invincible fire wheel, but there are so many enemies all over the place, and really hard to just keep going without stopping too much.
I decided to improvise there, see what I could do without the invincible fire wheel. The answer is not a whole heck of a lot, as it turns out. Oh, what? Okay.
Oh, crap. Oh, well.
Oh, that last enemy that sniped you, Emptyeye.
Yeah. Oh, what am I doing? Oh god. Okay. Improvise something here. Nope. Okay.
Well, so far, Kananaphone with the commanding lead of 149 versus the next best time being 203 from Freeball. And that's quite a time difference to make up, especially in a game like Ninja Gaiden 3, where we're talking about seconds difference between one strategy and another. So, I mean, at most, I think that pretty much I'm expecting that once everyone gets the run they want, they will all be within a few seconds of each other. So, to be 14 seconds up.
I must be missing a strategy.
Ah!
Because there's no way with my route you can get that time.
Yeah, I'm clearly missing something here, but...
Yeah, I have no idea what he's doing. So, this is not gonna happen.
That's a bad feeling. I know.
Yup.
Yeah, figuring out a route is, I mean, that is part of speedrunning. And so it's something we sometimes test our speedrunners on their ability to do. And so coming in with the route with strategies is it can sometimes, almost determine a match before it's even started, which feels really bad. I mean, the player still has to execute and all of that, and maybe they've chosen something that's too hard for them to do, and they struggle. But
Freaking enemies.
if they come through with it, that feels bad, and you end up, do I do what I'm doing, but better, and compete with the other players, or do I try to see what Kananaphone is doing and play for first? An interesting decision. It would be pretty gutsy to halt everything and just watch and try to figure
what he's
out.
doing,
and then,
right?
and then even when you figured it out, adapting it yourself is no doubt very, very hard.
Right, although we have had that happen before. Someone realizes, there's no way I'm going to win if I just keep using my current strats. I may as well just stop doing attempts and watch the stream for a while and see if I can come up with anything.
That is a good idea. Because I had a pretty much perfect run apart from the boss. And it's 17 seconds behind.
Yeah, well, it's 9.5 minutes, so if you can find what the thing is, you still have some time to do runs.
There are 8 runs on the screen.
There is lots of screens. Lots of screens on the screen.
I hate those laser robots. They can go die in a fire.
They like the game.
The fun
real
thing
good,
would
too.
now be if Kananaphone just stopped doing attempts.
Would that be
Shut
fun?
the stream down.
That would be a really interesting.
Okay, so it's
Strategy.
not gonna work.
I could go back to Pizza Cats.
No, you couldn't. We make sure you only have the designated hour
right.
for the mystery game.
But if the stream is
But you
down,
could practice the other Ninja Gaiden game. Goal, rather. Or you could just fire up another Ninja Gaiden game, sure.
That's also, yeah.
Show off.
Do that, yeah.
Yeah, Emptyeye likes that idea. Well, we can play a different game. Sounds good.
that's always his plan.
Okay, I think I'm getting a text message. Also, I did not split.
Doesn't seem very sporting though.
No, why? Game, why do you do this to me? Why? Most of the time I like it, but there are times when the fire wheel hitbox is so obnoxiously big that it's like,
Come on,
Why are
jump on
you
the
not-
platform.
why are you knocking that inferior power up into me, fire wheel?
I lost.
Hitboxes overall are pretty big in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're huge.
Okay.
Is your sword still 1 pixel in this game? Probably not, right? It's probably because
No, it's like a billion.
the whole wave. Yeah.
No, it's kind of the reverse actually.
No. Where was I supposed to? 1C, 2E3.
Sorry about
1C,
this,
2.
Rich. I added the. I tried to link you to something and put it in the wrong chat. Go me. That should help you get a better idea of what people are doing.
I'm gonna check it out.
Oh, hi.
So how are you syncing up these comparison videos?
Magic.
So every time you hit reset, the Lewis script displays a flashing rectangle in the top right corner. And
I did
then
notice that.
on my end, SGL right now, instead of capturing windows now, I actually wrote my own video mixer, and it is grabbing the frames, and it's detecting the that little marker in the top right corner, that pattern
that's
of
cool.
colors, and that tells me when it resets.
I like it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty fun. It makes the screen really busy. There's so much going on, but, you know, it's nice to be able to see how people's runs are doing in real time.
I feel like I'm doing the same thing. What the hell?
It's quite a time difference, though. So there must be
That's not
something.
even possible.
Yeah.
What the
I
hell?
have a couple ideas of what the differences are.
Which you'll share after the match is over.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, why?
Maybe.
Power up. That
Yeah,
one
but
was
15 seconds is
Whatever.
huge. And I just watched the whole run and it seems to be the same.
You're holding the run
Just
button,
sped
right?
up my emulator.
You didn't know there was
Made
a
a
run
whole
button
new
in
version
Ninja
of the
Gaiden?
game where
Oh.
one side is taken out.
Man, I can't imagine Ninja Gaiden 3 if there was a run button. If you really were going even faster than you're going now, that would be just crazy.
Like hold select and you run fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is actually 11
Freaking
seconds
laser robots! Oh my god.
separating Freeball and Canophone. Now that I'm now caught up on these runs.
Alright, yeah, we got new runs from a couple people here.
No, why?
I'll update the comparison videos in a moment.
Okay, let's take a bit. Alright, that works.
Oh, I hit
I didn't
end.
So my hope,
fire, dude, why?
Whatever.
so my hope is that the second goal, I'm not missing anything.
It's a little hard to tell with the 30 frames per second when exactly the fire wheel is active and for how long. I mean, you can kind of see like they'll swing their arm out and nothing happens, and you can figure out, okay, you just use the fire wheel, I can't see it right now. But it doesn't last all that long. It's just a little bit shorter than you would expect, I think. So that I'm sure that was a little frustrating during routing.
No, okay. Enemy, please. Oh man, really?
It's looking like some of these, some of the time savings from Canonophone is coming from opting for damage boosts over an Ninpo.
I don't do that a whole lot.
Well, it's one
maybe.
one piece of the puzzle, I think. One of a couple pieces.
Oh my god.
I can tell you this much. I looked back at my run for reference for like how long it took me to do this goal, but it's kind of hard to compare because it's different with the power-ups. But I can tell you this much: Canonophone has a really good time. 140 is really good.
But yeah, comparing them is a little.
Oh wait, that's right. But I was still behind. Oops.
Oh, come on.
I forgot. You have to split when the time runs out. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I
it's
have a
time
phone
and
call.
Ninpo run out. It's when both run
Yeah.
out, right?
Right. Yeah. One moment.
Okay, we got about 2 minutes left on the clock, so take that into consideration. So, just a reminder, in this first matchup, it's going to be Canonophone versus Emptyeye, and it's Freeball versus Kariohki. But also, these times are being counted against the second level matchup, which is going to be the winner of the first level matchup against the winner of the other first level matchup. So, even though, for instance, right now Freeball is not directly competing against Canonophone, he technically is, because if he wins he technically could be, because if he wins against his first round opponent, will be pitted against the other.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, your times matter against every player, and if it doesn't, it's because their time was lower than a different time.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's sort of complicated to explain. I wish there was a better way to do it, but for now it's the best we got.
How much? How much time do we have left?
37 seconds.
37 seconds. All right, that's probably gonna actually do it for me then. For this goal, I get to try and find out how much money we have.
We rich.
We rich. I'm not rich. I don't know.
If he was rich, he'd be doing a lot better at Ninja Gaiden.
Oh.
Ooh. Filthy rich.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop that window for a second. I don't
So
think
filthy,
I'm
you're
broadcasting anything I don't
practically
want to. Just in
infested.
case.
Well, alright. We are now at last call, so this is your last chance to reset. And that's it. Reset window is closed.
Good enough for me.
I'll just stop there. I know I won't beat the
Ouch.
time I have.
Okay, so with that,
So that's 2 people down.
next this will be
Eyes are on Freeball and Canonophone, who has managed to come in with green numbers heading into this last area here. So a good time could get better. Let's see. It's gonna need a
Yeah,
solid
no,
boss
it-
kill.
One more.
Not quite. But what is that? A 5th run from Canonophone?
Yep. Well, it didn't complete but I mean didn't beat PB rather.
Yeah, but 5 completed runs that
Yeah, 5 completed runs.
are all as strong as they were. Super impressive by Canonophone in round 1 here.
Yes.
Well, looks like that's the end of this first match. We got Canonophone taking first place with a 148, Freeball in second place with a 159, Emptyeye in third with a 210, and Kariohki gets a 346. Nice going with Ninja Gaiden 3. This is, I thought, a pretty hard goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Richard said
Especially with
himself,
the boss
it's the
as well.
hardest level. The hardest level of a hard game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ice physics.
Well, we're going to have more Ninja Gaiden 3 for you later this episode. We're going to first take a little detour into Samurai Pizza Cat's land.
Yeah, from ninjas to samurai.
Ninjas to Samurai. That's, you know, sort of thematic, but...
From Gaiden to pizza.
Yep. From humans to cats. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, from Ancient Ships of Doom to cats.
Yeah, works for me.
They're similar.
But after
They're
we come back from...
Cats.
Wait, keep
Alright,
going with
I guess I
it.
should load
That's
that.
fine. But anyway, we're going to be going back to Ninja Gaiden 3 after Samurai Pizza Cats is over, so we'll see a different goal of Ninja Gaiden 3 next at match 3. It's going to be part of World 7 then.
Okay, so there's that. Next up.
Everyone definitely needs a moment here with Samurai Pizza Cats because there's a double tap to dash mechanic that
Yes.
requires getting used to.
And this is stages 4 and 5. I believe, yep, that's what it is.
Flame wheels to pizza wheels. Alright, getting there.
Okay, now unpause that. Okay, I need another split.
Unfortunately,
Wait,
no
there's-
actual pizza.
There's
involved in
Ninpo.
this run.
There's Ninpo,
Yeah.
yep.
There's an info, yeah.
Is there
So they're
pizza
not really
Ninpo?
samurai at
Like,
all.
it-
They're all basically ninjas. I guess in the original show, they weren't necessarily samurai, right? That was the stupid name they added for the English it's not, I don't want to call it a translation.
It's not really a
Reinterpretation.
translation. No,
No,
redub?
it's not.
Yeah.
Redub, I guess.
Redub, probably the
yeah.
closest, yeah.
What does Ninden mean in Japanese? This is Kyoto Ninden Teiyande.
Someone in chat definitely
Cat
knows.
Ninja Legend Tiande.
Cat Ninja Legend. There it is. Yep, Cat Ninja Legend Teiyande. So they were ninjas, and they just became samurais because
Samurai.
us Westerners can't tell the difference between those two things. Basically the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Although that temple is wearing a samurai helmet that you can see.
Yeah, they
on
do
MTI
kind of.
screen.
They are kind of wearing samurai gear. I
Yeah.
noticed at least one of the
true.
Ninja Legend cats, or at least what I think of as samurai gear, because I'm a stupid American.
What could have been Samurai Gaiden? Oh man. Did you guys watch the race at SGDQ for this game?
I think I missed it.
Nope.
It was probably at ass o'clock in the morning, so no.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've watched some of this game before, but I don't remember like why or where or how.
We have had this on SGL a number of times.
Maybe that's right.
I was typing and I might have submitted something accidentally. My bad.
It's okay. Alright, well, are all 4 players here in front of their computers?
I am here.
Okay, that sounds good.
My notes open.
Sounds like enough
Yep.
people.
Sounds like enough people.
That's enough
Okay.
people to have an episode. Sounds good.
Yeah, that's
All
right.
Well then, I think we're gonna start this off. So I'm gonna count you guys down. 3, 2, 1, go.
Minimize my notes. Alright.
Oh, that's right. Dash button.
So this
Oh, yeah,
this is Samurai Pizza Cats of Samurai
Right.
Pizza Cats fame. Everyone's favorite Saturday morning cartoon show if you're 30 or older. It's
I think of all the cartoons out there involving the combination of samurai, pizza, and cats, this was probably my favorite.
Third favorite
agree.
for me.
in terms of actually being a game, it's pretty cool. There's a lot going on. There's a help meter and a ninpo meter and some dashes next to a shuriken, and yeah. So we'll go through some of that stuff. For one, at the start of a level, you choose between the 3 main Samurai Pizza Cats who work luck in chat, as pointed out, are named Speedy Cerviche, Polyester, and Guido Anchovy. Very important to note that. Everyone plays pretty similar, except Polyester has a double claw attack sort of thing that is
Get back here.
usually more harm than health, because everything seems to have either 1 health or hit stun, and you don't ever get the 2 hits, so you end up just standing for longer while you attack. So you're probably not going to see much of Polyester in this goal. But they all have unique ninpo. That's the bottom left corner. You can see which level of ninpo they have. There's 3. You start out with a basic shuriken. The second one and third one change depending on the cat. The third one is the most powerful if you're using the main cat. It does 4 times the damage of anything else. Everything else in the game hits for 1, but that hits for 4. Ideally, you use it against the boss. Well, ideally what you do is you use a glitch to kill the boss before he sort of spawns. But on top of that, you would just want to use all your ninpo to hit him with the super thing and deal 8 hits right away. But we've banned the ninpo both because it prevents people from using the weird glitch that kills bosses immediately but is frame perfect, and it also avoids another glitch which lets players use ninpo for free because it normally costs ninpo on the ninpo meter at the
Okay.
bottom of the screen.
That's right. So
Yeah.
we've had this on a couple times, and we had some mysterious instances, and we finally figured out what was happening. And it's just that if you mash the up and B, you end up sometimes getting an extra usage of it without paying anything. And if you do, that's a big bonus to your run. So we didn't really want the results of this to hinge on something random that might or might not happen. So that's why they got to fight these bosses the old-fashioned way.
6.
Got some runs coming in.
Alright, it's going to get to work timing. I'm playing the Samurai Pizza Cats, or the Kyato Ninden Teandi music from Famicom. This is a Famicom-only game. So, it's an interesting soundtrack.
I think we're going to see a pretty high completion rate on this goal. We also banned a... I'm just calling it the infinite attack glitch. I don't know if it actually has a name. But
Frickin' thing.
it's sort of like ISG, if you're familiar with Ocarina of Time speedrunning. It just leaves your attack constantly out in front of you all the time. And you can just run around and run into enemies. Since everything tends to have 1 health, it kind of just explodes as you run through it. It trivializes the stages to a point where we were kind of a little unhappy with how playing the game shakes out on the show. So we went ahead and banned that, and that means it's not going to be super easy to just waltz through these stages, but you got a lot of health. You can use this ninpo, and things do still die in one hit. So it's not a terribly hard goal, and that's why I think we're going to see a lot of finished runs here.
Mm-hmm. We've got a couple already. We've got 3 players with finished runs. Very nice.
Oh man, this is one of those obnoxious games where the fade out takes forever.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like advancing frame by frame, and I'm like, is it here? Is it here? Is it here? Too far.
You're using save states, right?
Yeah. Lots and lots of save states.
Yeah, I usually just, hit unpause, pause, unpause, pause, and, unpause, pause, save, rather. And then unpause, pause, save. Until you pass it, and then frame advance to the end.
I mix it up.
It mixes it up a bit. Well, you would know. You time a lot more runs than me, so... leave it up to you. Alright.
You rat fink.
Freeball's trying to take this boss out. Looking at huge green numbers on his side if we can do it. Nice. So it's probably even a bit better than 240. Probably a high 230 something. And it looks like Emptyeye also gets a new run in. So why don't I mention this? Oh, we mentioned this a little bit earlier about where this came from, but it's probably worth saying again. So Samurai Pizza Cats was what the show was called in the States, presumably other regions too. I'm not sure if it was anywhere in Europe, but
that does not help. Okay.
I know that originally this show had a very different plot than what we saw in the States, and it's just when it was given to the people to localize to make an English version of it, they weren't given the script, as I understand it, and they basically made up the script. They just took the footage that they were given and dubbed the whole thing with new voices and just sort of made up their own show, essentially. And I guess it had a bit of a different tone than the original did as well. Somewhat more, funny and lighthearted, but I can't really tell you firsthand because I haven't seen the original. I'm not even sure that I'm not even sure that pizza was part of the theme of the original either. That may have been a thing that was added because they figured that, Americans like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Ninja Turtles like pizza, so therefore, add pizza to the game.
Yeah, this was around the time when everything was trying to copy Ninja Turtles.
Mm-hmm. I do like the pun names, though.
Yep, some of the villains include geriatric.
Yep.
Like Jerry Atrick. What were there was another really good one. You can look at the Wikipedia page. It has its own page just for the list of characters in the game because I think so many people were curious about the changes.
Oh, don't try and slash like that. Not gonna go off later. One thing I noticed is that when you switch cats, you kind of keep your momentum as well.
Yeah, you keep dashing.
Yeah.
We never did talk about the fact that you can switch cats. There's a whole bunch of helper cats that you can switch to. Some of them have unique abilities. Well, yeah, no, I guess they all do. But the only two that are mandatory for this goal are this big purple punching cat that you see on Emptyeye's screen, who breaks blocks, and the orange drilling cat, who is necessary for the very start of this second level of this goal. Their ninpo varies a little bit, not too much. I think two of them have a triple shot, and one of them has one that just goes straight across. But their third level ninpos are pretty weird. One guy spins like a top and repeatedly shoots things out on both sides, and get some interesting ninpo. But It's unfortunately not very useful since everything tends to die in one hit, so you can either avoid it or go through it without stopping to use Ninpo, but there's a couple spots where the Ninpo helps. Also featured are Swimming Cat and the Flying Cat, of course. You've probably seen a number of times, this blue guy. Especially useful in the vertical climbing sections. You can skip some platforms with him, and he can make your life easier in the other stage as well, getting to some ladders without having to deal with enemies.
I can't switch cats. It's too hard.
It is pretty hard.
Yeah, they're laid out in the menu kind of weird. I guess because there's an uneven number of them. So it's the input for just moving around that menu can be a little strange. Doing it quickly is indeed a thing players are having to do here, and they are going to be losing frames every time they switch cats.
Alright, we got the comparison videos up now. Pretty solid lead from Cananophone so far, 10 seconds above Emptyeye, and Emptyeye another 11 seconds above Freeball. Have to see though how it shakes out. We're still fairly early in the match. And Kariohki just gets a 5-second improvement to her time.
Back that way. Oh boy. That's trouble. Stay in the corner, are you? Just lost that second. That was cool.
And we just got Cananophone's new time on the board there, 2:35 flat. So about a half a second improvement over what he had before.
Oh, come on. Wow.
Apparently they actually do run a pizzeria in the original, so maybe pizza wasn't entirely a fabrication of the Americanization of it. Maybe.
Where's the cowabunga?
Probably their non-ninja job in the chat, yeah. Because of course you need, you gotta have a secret identity or whatever.
Right.
You can't just be a ninja.
Well, they're not ninjas.
They're samurai.
Samurai.
It's not a little
Great samurai
suspicious
job.
that a bunch of
They can
cats are running a
slice
pizza place?
Alright. Not at all.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. There's a high temptation to make pizzas in a very ninja-y way, right? They're
I
gonna
would
be
think
blowing
so,
their cover
yeah.
if they do stuff like throw the pizza up in the air and then chop it with their ninja sword to slice it. I mean, you're gonna give it away if you do stuff like that.
Hurling the pizzas across the kitchen like
Yeah.
shurikens.
Right, or you toss the pizza up in the air and then someone else throws the pepperoni at them like shurikens.
Yeah.
They stick.
Oh, that did not go the way I wanted it to. Okay. Okay, that went badly. Let's restart that.
Yeah, and you can't be too fast or stealthy with your delivery either, or else you give the game away.
Right.
It's like, whoa, suddenly there's pizza here and my wallet's a little bit lighter.
Yeah. Nope, wrong cat.
At least-
Good job.
At least the pizzas aren't ninjas. Because then you'd never be able to find it to eat it.
Hmm.
I was like, I smell a small bit of pizza, but I can't tell where it's coming from. Nor do I see any pizza.
At least they didn't mean samurai pizza cats, like the cats are pizzas, like a flat
Right.
cat that's got toppings.
Oh, okay, I will play as the blue cat. Sure.
You're just a pizza with like 2 dough ears on the
Yeah.
sides.
They wouldn't be able to do anything.
Somehow I missed Freeball's latest run. So it's, despite being completed a while ago, it is not on the leaderboard yet, but it will be soon.
Oh, Cananphone's got a new run too. We gotta get that one updated.
I think that one
6.
is, if we're talking about the sync one.
Oh, is it? Okay.
That's very nice. Yeah. Let's not screw this up, shall we?
Whatever, Guido, let's go.
Okay. So I just accidentally used Minpo, but I don't think it actually hit the boss because I still had hit it 12 times. So I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. We were gonna make a mention of that earlier. It's if you do, you don't have to reset your run. Just if we may need to determine if we think that it would have made a difference, because it's sort of hard not to accidentally hit up sometimes.
Yeah.
If it comes down to it, we can do stuff to mess with the input file to remove the up input to see if your attack would have hit or something like that, but it's probably not going to be many cases where that would be necessary.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going regardless, so...
I think I'm all caught up, including a run I missed from last match, actually.
Did you miss Kari's last run?
No, from the last match I missed Canonophone's best run.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, did I...
Just for
let's do
posterity's
this.
sake,
Let's
Put the
let's
most...
save that run, because that was a solid run.
Wow, yeah, look at this.
So I hope that run counts. Alright, anyway.
That's fine.
Ouch.
Okay, so...
Still don't know what to do about that enemy. Maybe I should watch Cananophone, see what he does.
I reset because of menuing, apparently.
Okay, fair. No, wrong cat.
I tried to choose the cat in the top left. That doesn't exist.
Top left cat. That's the actual ninja cat. He's stealthy, you can't see him.
Oh sweet, I
not with-
despawned that guy.
Let's see what Emptyeye has to say here. Probably asking, is Mario in Garage? Oh, my usual. Oh, those guys are just chilling, hanging out up there. On top of the ladder. Alright, anyway. It does seem like the limit for enemies on screen might be 3.
That would be
Note that I've done zero scientific research to confirm this, but just kind of the eye test. Appears to be the limit.
Alright, I have confirmed the Ninpo did not hit the boss.
Nice.
Excellent.
I actually quickly looked up his HP value in the...
Okay.
Oh, that's a good way to do it.
Like I said, I noticed it still took 12 hits, so...
But still 6 seconds behind Canonophone.
Okay, well,
Oh, come on.
Ow.
that should solidify my hold on, I think, 2nd place, if nothing else.
Yeah.
So I'll take it.
Alright, yeah, let me switch it so we're showing comparison between Freeball and Emptyeye, because their places have changed.
Oh, I missed the guy.
I forgot some splits. Whatever.
Always fun. But hit the rock, please.
Canonophone and Freeball both finishing, like I thought, lots and lots of finished runs of this goal, getting
Yep.
closer and closer to that optimal time.
Oh, shit.
Lots of work today for Mythical because of all the completed runs. But we like to see a lot of completed runs. We like to see people
It's
really...
no Paperboy.
It's
Oh,
not
come on,
Paperboy.
really?
Well, let's see, Paperboy, I could see that topping off pretty quickly. This is... there's more to optimize.
Yeah. No. Ah.
Hi, Quick Flash.
That's irritating. Oh, that's right. She sent me another text message. I should probably answer that.
Oh, cool.
Man, we had so many new runs come in.
Ooh, okay, so the hover ones we get.
Yeah. Dual double tap to dash.
I normally hate double tap to dash, but
Yeah.
I found myself getting used to it in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
generally a
actually,
fan of it, but
I'm used to it.
works pretty well in this game, I think.
Look,
I
I'm
mean,
just playing the game, okay?
Well, when I was speedrunning games, my main speed game was uses double tap to dash.
Okay.
I say
You
when
definitely
I was
have to have some kind of dash because you got that animation. You absolutely
Yeah,
have
if you
use.
program that animation, you've got to use it. Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
I love it.
The heck? Just blew up.
It kind of reminds me of Higgins in Adventure Island.
Oh yeah, sort of.
Ah,
We had that game
Flying
on
onto ladders.
just last episode.
first one or which one?
Adventure Island 1.
Okay.
Yeah, free balls minus 20 seconds on the third split was was inaccurate, but ends up with a minus 6.1, and that looked pretty accurate to me. So
Wow.
A little slow on that one. Okay, so I'm at the point where. Alright. No.
We have Freeball's best time is a 2:38 though.
I screwed that up. Good job, man.
oh yeah, there was a bad splitting on that other run. So the splits are accurate now, but that might not be his best run.
Right.
We'll see.
Okay.
Well, we've got the... I think we've got everything updated in terms of the comparison videos. So we're seeing Emptyeye and Cananophone being compared against Cananophone's #1 time. And Freeball's being compared against Emptyeye's best time. Sorry to cut off the DuckTales music. The moon has gotten us audio
Oh,
muted in
right.
the past, and
Uh,
so I try to skip off it. Even though I think I noticed too late for it to matter.
Ah. waste of a really
Whenever it comes up, we
first
should have
split.
Mythical just sing it instead.
Well, it still mutes if you sing it.
Really? It depends how well you do it, though.
Yeah, I'm so
Yeah.
accurate actually that
Yeah.
I trip it all the time.
I
I think
remember
actually
when-
once got a copyright takedown because his a cappella version of something was so accurate it triggered the content ID.
Oh, wow.
I remember one time when Dexter was at my place and we had like a fun stream, and he started singing on the Brental Floss Moon theme, and it got muted.
Oh, man.
Oh, I don't want to be in the
The-
water. Why?
Denied.
Well, damage probably done. I bet we're already muted. So we can say whatever we want now, because no one will ever...
Oh,
Kari, didn't you once do an entire stream a cappella, like in the
Yes, I
immediate
did.
wake of when they announced that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. I muted the entire stream, and I played my game a cappella.
Awesome.
So basically, I just sat there and said Power Punch a lot.
were you playing Power Punch 2?
Nope. That was a Silhouette
That's a
Mirage.
shame. That game's real good. Can't say that with a straight face.
Yeah.
All right, we got Rygar music.
Yeah, Sigill's Cave is
Going on.
probably the one really good track on that soundtrack. Should
You don't like the 4 notes of doom of Durago's Palace?
Yeah.
I'll have to
I
see
bet
if
I could
at
probably-
because at the start of that a cappella stream, I did actually sing something, like an actual song. I had to see if that actually ever got caught. I don't know if it did or not.
I could definitely trip the content ID on Rygar's 4-note song.
For some
So
reason.
go ahead.
But I don't want to ruin Sagila's cave.
Well, it hasn't started yet. For some reason, Rainwave is not wanting to load.
Oh.
So we'll just listen to some button clicking. There we go. We have less than 30 seconds left, so it's time to start thinking about that last call.
Punch, punch, punch.
Punch faster, cat.
I know.
Looks like
Wow,
Khan
224.
might have... Oh yeah, 224.6.
once again, there's a battle between Emptyeye and Freeball.
Yeah, that's right. You can just play Zelda 1. That's all it takes to trip the content ID.
Yeah. Also, Mike Tyson's
Oh, yeah.
Punch-Out, although I don't know if they
Yeah.
fixed that.
Alright, well, it's last call time, so now it's time to make your decision about the resetting. And no more resets past right now.
Well, I guess I'm committed to this one, for better or worse. Alright. Ah. Oh, cat, why you no dash?
Emptyeye's got green splits going into the second stage.
Shoot.
Oh, I accidentally reset. Goodbye.
Oops.
Oh.
Oh, I used an info by accident, so I'm done.
No, keep going.
Sorry.
No, it hit the boss. I saw it.
Alright, well, it's too bad.
Okay.
Can't have that.
Dash punch.
Okay. No, not allowed.
Alright, forget this one.
Oh, nice. I got that. Cool.
So it's suddenly, just like that, it's all down to Emptyeye. But he's gonna need a heck of a run
Yeah.
to catch Canoniphone.
No. I think I did improve my time, but not by enough.
Yeah, let's see.
I might have hit that last split a tiny bit early, but I didn't hit it 1.9 seconds early, I know that.
Right, yeah, you definitely have got a PB there in the last run. Very good. Well, now we have the final PB board positions for this match. Looks like it's going to be Canoniphone in first place with 224, Emptyeye gets second with a 235, and Freeball just a little bit behind him with a 238, and Kari gets a 309. Nice work. What did you all think of Samurai Pizza Cats?
It was okay.
I enjoyed it, yeah. It's
I
hard to really get a full impression out of just 2 levels, but the 2 levels I played, I liked that. It was fun.
Yeah, I think this game is pretty fun to play through. Yeah, I don't know how it is as a blind race, but it's certainly given us good material for SGL in the past. I'm liking this new restriction about the no infinite attack glitch, because that really makes you work during the levels.
Right, it actually makes you kind of have to route it out a little bit in terms of, what you attack, what you don't attack, that kind of thing.
Right, otherwise you're just running right through the level and
Otherwise,
killing
you're just
everything.
holding right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should ban the invincible fire wheel from Ninja Gaiden Freedom.
I will be right back.
Alright.
Not a terrible idea.
Well, we're getting ready for the next match, which is going to be Ninja Gaiden 3 again. This time you're going to be seeing some Stage 7. They're actually going to be doing Stage 7-2 up through the final boss.
I will also be right back.
Okay.
Are they doing the bosses as well, or just up to the boss?
They're doing the first 2 forms of the final boss.
Okay. It's a pretty long goal. This it's by far the longest stage in the game.
Well, yeah, I cut out 7-1, so that should make it a little bit more reasonable. It was pretty long, so yeah, that's why I did that. Giving them the boss fights, though, I mean, we could have had 7-1 and then cut the boss fights out. It's just that then there'd be way too much ninpo for the fire wheels, so you wouldn't have to make any choices at all. There would just be no thinking in the goal. You just fire wheel the entire time. Normally in the speedrun you wait a little bit, you leave a little bit of ninpo for the boss fights. In fact, you need about like 60 going in, right? Or something?
Yeah, one per phase.
One per phase, yeah. So making them actually fight 2 out of the 3 phases means that they have to leave a little bit of ninpo left over, and they gotta actually do a little bit of decision making in the level as far as where they're going to use their ninpo, because they're starting with 0 ninpo. They're starting this goal with 0 ninpo at the end of 7-1.
Nice.
Except that the first item is a full drop.
Oh, it's the full,
Yeah.
full drop. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But that's, I mean,
Or-
that's going to be the case anyway. That's right. It's also an upgrade, like a max upgrade, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
This one right here.
That's a good point.
Are you starting with the big sword as well? I didn't notice.
I believe so.
Yes.
Does that power-up carry over between levels?
No.
It does not. Oh, okay. So the only thing that carries over is your maximum info.
Yeah.
Yeah. It carries over within a stage, but from stage to stage. No, it does
Ah.
not.
I'm here.
Ah, welcome back.
I like that you got for both goals that you had both tricky platform rooms. In stage 5 it was the outside when it was raining, and in this
Yeah.
one it has in the middle of the goal kinda.
Mm-hmm.
And you can really gain time in those screens by doing them optimally.
Yeah, I never found a way to do the second one fast.
Yeah,
Or-
it's
Reliable.
pretty tight.
Okay.
Vicious.
Yeah, Mario. That did not go the way I wanted it to. Okay.
Alright, I
I'm
think
in
that
stage
we-
A. I'm in stage B. I'm in A. I'm in B.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the screen transitions are so fast that it's hard to start one, have to set a save state at the screen transition and not have you immediately jump into character control.
Alright.
This one was clever, I thought. Even if you hold right, you can't get out of the door.
Yeah, that's right. I frame advanced as far as I could to prevent you from being able to not get in the door.
Yeah,
even
I did
tried,
notice that.
slashing to see if that helped or anything. But should be no way.
Yeah. I noticed that, like, if you hold right, you'll, even if you hold right, you'll wind up in stage 7 too.
Yep, just barely. It was.
Yep.
That was fun. All right. Well, we're all 4 players present and ready to speed game.
Ready to go.
Yep.
Ugh.
I hear 2 people.
Are you
Yeah,
ready
I'm
to
here.
rock?
I'm ready to
Yeah.
lose.
Ready to rock.
This is an easy win for anybody to beat me.
I would like to rock. Rock.
Ready to rock? Okay. Well, for those about to rock,
So
I'm
you
gonna
rock.
give you the countdown. Okay.
Okay.
You go 3, 2, 1, go.
Boom.
And we're off. Third and final match of the day. This time we're doing Ninja Gaiden 3 stages 7-2 through 7-5. This is the very end of the game. This is the last world of the game. And they're going to be going up through the second form of the boss fight. There's 3 forms to the boss fight, and they're going to be defeating the first and the second. And we could have had them go farther, or we could have had them start earlier in the level, but we try to keep the length of these goals somewhat consistent and not go overboard with giving them too much material. So this goal is interesting because there's just a lot of really complicated platforming. And you're going to be using Fire Wheel through much of it, but not all of it.
Yeah, pretty much all of it.
Pretty much all of it.
Yeah,
but
pretty much all of it.
you have to sort of know when you can let it wear off and then start it up again to get the minimum number of uses of it. But Fire Wheel is how the world record run deals with this. And this goal is no different.
The Fire Wheel is actually just about the only way to clear this entire act in one life, I've noticed as well.
Yeah,
You don't have enough
game.
time. Like, you don't, because unlike the first two Ninja Gaiden games, your timer does not replenish going from, say, 7-1 to 7-2.
Yeah, also, I tried doing this without the Fire Wheel, and it is very difficult. In these vertical sections, you're going to get knocked around all over the place, because the game is pretty unfair with its enemy placement.
Especially 7-3B.
Yep. Yeah, that one's
God.
bad.
I can't imagine doing this with the American version.
Right, in the American version, everything's going to do more damage. It's
Yep.
pretty tough.
Yeah, and I just realized they are more generous with the red max limpo refills as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wasn't there a marathon run where somebody died in stage 7 and decided a game over to get the Fire Wheel was going to be better than just going forward?
That would
I
not
think-
surprise me in the
I
slightest.
think Crack did that Crack Attack in Summer Games Done Quick 2014.
Yeah, that's how bad it is.
I think he died like in the middle of stage 7 and lost the Fire Wheel. Went to tried to do it sword only, but died to the bosses, and then redid the whole thing to get the Fire Wheel and do it the proper way.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
And if I recall, he
Yeah.
totally nailed it the second time, though.
Yeah, that's the thing with this last stage in the speedrun. It's like you don't have a lot of room for errors. Like tiniest mistakes can kill the run completely. And I'm not talking about like, okay, I lost the run because I lost a few seconds. It's like it's dead. It's complete. It's completely gone.
Yeah, 20 seconds.
It's like, I didn't use my Fire Wheel here. I got tagged by an enemy, knocked into the pit. I'm dead. Bye bye.
Dead.
Yeah.
Right, and the deaths in the US version take you way back. I mean, it's a
They
speedrun, you
take
wouldn't
you-
keep it
yep.
with the death, but they take you way back to the beginning of the minor stage number, I think.
Yeah, there are a lot of more checkpoints in the Japanese, but for the speedrun it wouldn't matter because you
die.
if you lose the Fire Wheel and it's what you need. I'm not sure though if there is another one in the Japanese version later on, but
There's
probably
not
not.
a
Probably
preview.
not.
No.
So there's an interesting platform jump here. Or a platform skip, I guess. You skip a cycle on the floating platforms.
Yeah.
I don't see anyone at that spot, and I can tell this must be a
Super
really
hard.
difficult thing because when Rich gets it in his run, he's quite excited.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's bad.
I
I
didn't
tried a
jump.
couple
What?
times and I was not close.
I get it most of the times because I have a nice visual cue, but yeah, I didn't get in the ADDQ relay race though. I was like, I don't know, very close to getting it.
So, I have a question. In the American version, does it also have the glitch where if you crouch, you can't, like, climb up walls correctly for the rest of the game?
What do you think, Rich?
How do you mean? Like when you're on the wall, or what do you mean?
So
like,
when you're
going up a wall and you, like, just hold up and right, you don't have to, like, hit the jump button to climb up it. Or to, like, go up the lip.
you reach the top of a wall and you want to climb onto the platform above the wall, you can just hold up and you'll climb up onto it. You're supposed to be able to, but sometimes that doesn't work. and we determined that it's because you crouch. Once you crouch, it breaks that the ability to climb off a wall onto a platform.
Okay. Do you mean that you don't have to jump over the
Yes,
the
you don't
ledge?
have to jump.
But that you have to do that in the American version. You have to jump at least.
Always?
Okay.
Have to jump. Okay.
Yeah, it seems like that's what I would assume. And being able to just climb it up is the actual glitch. In this version, you can do that until you crouch. Ever. Then you can't.
I just noticed that on Canana Phone's streamer now, where you
Yeah, I just did it too.
where you normally get the big sword in the speedrun, the room with the nasty spikes on the walls. But man, that looks really nice to have.
Interesting. So that's actually the glitch, and the intentional behavior is that you shouldn't be able to do that.
No, you just climb. He's doing the climbing animation and nothing happened. You have to jump.
Huh.
Right.
So very subtle, like
I
time
didn't jump,
savers.
dude. What?
Yep.
You know what? I'm just gonna keep going.
It makes it a
In
lot.
the
Try
in the
this.
speedrun, you probably don't notice it, but that's like tiny optimizations I had to do. Like, okay, I need to jump as soon as I can, because there are like several
Okay, I got through that.
pixels where you can get over the ledge.
Right, and you don't want to do too early, but yeah, too late would be overshooting. So yeah, I guess that's one thing that you don't have to worry about if you can just hold up and right.
Yeah,
Interesting.
because it looked like you clipped through the corner a little bit here in the Japanese as well. So yeah, that looked really smooth.
Ah,
Well, so far no runs on the board. This is a very difficult goal, and I'm confident everyone will get a run though.
Only our players shared your confidence.
yeah.
Oh man.
Seeing a lot of this red area.
I've seen, yes, this area that Canana Phone is going through right now, and Emptyeye is just approaching. I've seen a lot of people missing jumps there. Very, very tricky. There's also, you gotta wait for that one side-to-side moving platform, and is that a blind jump, or do you actually get a little bit of a cue before you make that jump?
Once you enter the room, you start a global timer. So if you do the room the same way, you can get a visual cue from when to jump.
I see.
It'll always be like the same distance from the other platform.
And just as we say that, it looks like everyone is moving cleanly on this attempt.
And I picked up a power up.
And of course,
Bye.
just as you say that, Mythical, you ruin one of the runs.
Yep. It had to happen.
Complicated curse.
There. Let's try actually jumping this time.
Like you said earlier as well,
I did use
it
that
looks it looks like they're just spamming invincible fire wheel and plowing through everything, but you really need to use it in the right spots, otherwise you might trigger like power-ups that you don't want to get and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I considered making this
absolutely.
goal a no fire wheel goal. It's just that for one thing, that would be brutally difficult, and for another thing, the fire wheel still has quite a bit of skill involved in using it, and in
Yeah.
routing out where you're going to use it. So I think it's valid.
Yeah, I think
like-
the completion rate of this goal speaks to
Right.
that being a wise decision.
Oh yeah, that part.
I'm gonna wait here.
And like you mentioned earlier as well, Fiesel, I think about you have to use the Nimpo, you have to only press up and B, nothing else. And a lot of times you want to do it when you're mid-air.
Mm-hmm.
And if you fail, you get bopped and die.
Yeah, it's true. Or if you're jumping over a pit and doing it, you got to make sure that you don't let go of the D-pad or let go of forward for any longer than you have to. But yeah, that's true. Anytime that you use this fire wheel, you have to slow down at least one frame. So there's
Yep.
certainly frames to be saved like that.
Ooh,
I
that
never
was close.
even-
Banana phone.
I never even noticed it when I was watching speedruns of this game and Ninja Gaiden 2.
I don't think it's
I
the case in 2.
It is in
We did the
2 as well.
tutorial, I'm pretty sure it is.
It is.
Okay, my bad.
But yeah, I would watch the speedruns, and I didn't realize that they're stopping to use the Ninpo every single time
Yeah.
because they're so good at it and so consistent that I just, it's barely noticeable. And that is, it takes a long time to get there, basically. It's one of those things that you can only get by feel, and it's the kind of thing that comes over a long period of time. And it's not the kind of thing that comes to you in a week. So definitely you're going to be seeing a lot of significant pauses on Ninpo usage from our players. And all those pauses are going to add up to some serious time that could be saved.
Looks like we got 2 runs in so far. Cananophone's got a 242 in, and Emptyeye just got a 314 a moment ago.
Nice, nice.
Oh, and it looks like Emptyeye's biggest fan is here. Number 1 Emptyeye fan.
Yes.
Can I be the number 2 Emptyeye fan?
Sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'd say just the completion of this goal is pretty nice. It's a hard goal, actually.
Yeah, it's not actually easy. I was a little nervous about whether I was going to actually be able to complete the thing. But like, I'm okay at the individual parts of it. It's stringing it all together that was going to make me nervous, but... And I walked off the cliff. Cool.
Mash.
Oh, I had it, and then well, yeah. That's upsetting.
Wow. That's
Like,
terrible.
I just did not. Yeah.
Canophone finishing a second run, he's hogging all the runs.
Like that. Oh my.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't do the...
Stupid. I hate this room.
Between the fact that you have to kind of up and B, and only up and B, and the fact that my controller... The controller that I'm using is like a $10 controller I got in around 2002. That, yeah, the brief hesitation does not really work for me. So we're gonna play this way.
Yeah, I bet that would be an issue with... I know there's a few controllers like that.
Yeah, this is definitely one of them where if you are not 100% hitting up and only up, it thinks, oh, you must be hitting a diagonal.
Or like an Xbox controller.
Yeah, that's
Right.
It's very similar. Yes.
Notoriously poor isolation on the D-pad.
Yeah. I think I mentioned this on SGL before, but I can't tell you. Oh, I can't tell you how many times in Mega Man 10 playing as Proto Man, I've gone to run and jump over a pit and just slid right into it instead because the diagonal isolation is so poor. I know what I'm doing here isn't the fastest way, but it's kind of the best I can do given said terrible controller response.
Free ball finds its way onto the board officially with a 247.
Oh.
Pretty good.
Nice, nice.
Y'all are too darn strong at this game.
It's going to be hard coming up with 13 seconds to catch Canophone, but we'll see
I totally
if he's...
messed up the boss. I think that
Yeah.
is 13 seconds alone. But yeah, I'm still not seeing my fire wheel half the time. This is really killing me. I can't really tell when it times out.
It's fine.
Whoa, hey.
Oh, that's interesting. Once that robot gets inside your hitbox, you can't do much about it. That's got to be the most asshole-ish of design, of enemy AI design, is just head towards their hitbox and stay inside it.
I like the ones where, not in this game, but they'll have things like that where they'll like change which direction they're facing every frame when they're on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Always fine.
I'm left of him, now I'm right of him. I'm left of him, now I'm right of him.
Oh shoot, that's not good. There we go.
Okay.
Alright. Not great, but we'll take it.
Man, that jump without fire wheel. That's awful. Yeah, Kari's getting stuck on this one jump. And if you don't get there with the fire wheel, you have to kill, I think, 2 annoying flying enemies on a crumbling platform.
Okay.
Make a tough
Solid.
jump and kill a 3rd enemy during the jump.
I think I know where you're talking about. Yes,
And the
it is that
platform
bad.
and the platform under you was crumbling, mind you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't even take your time. So a healthy
Almost want to
2v7
just fight this
from
final
Emptyeye.
boss, but nah.
Now try that one where the checkpoint takes you 5 screens back.
Yeah.
You got yourself an American version.
Yep. When I was playing the US version of this for the first time, or or even until fairly recently, I had no idea why they even bothered putting letters on the stages, because in the US version, when you die, it doesn't matter. You just go back to level whatever A. I'm like, well, it's cool that they put that in for this game, but why? I don't get the point of it.
It feels like it's like designers only, like they're speaking to themselves on the team, like, oh man, I did some work on 7A today. How's 7B going for you? so they know which room they're talking about.
Yeah.
They just left it in there.
Yep. Yeah. What it feels like.
So, have anyone encountered like the most stupidest like programming issues, I guess, in the game? It's really stupid. It costs you about half a second when it happens. If you do a slash slightly before you land on a platform, sometimes it does an automatic double slash while you're standing.
I kind of noticed that. Yeah.
Yeah, I have had that.
And it waits about 0.4 seconds.
I was like, wait, I don't think I hit that button twice.
Yeah, I hate that.
So I guess the answer is no, I in fact did not hit the button twice. Good to know.
Forgetting what to do now. Oh, I see.
That was cool. It almost looked like I know what I'm doing in this game sometimes. Uh-oh, that's okay. That's fine. The choice up is not how I would do it in the future, but it'll work.
Well, I like Kanana's attempt there on the fast platform cycle.
Yeah, I saw it. I just saw it be passed. And I'm like, eh.
Yeah, you had the right idea,
That's
just the wrong timing, but the right idea.
Okay.
It's gotta feel pretty good when you do this the way you planned. It's just so
Oh, yeah.
fast moving and there's so much going on.
Oh yeah, fuck this room.
Alright, well, I'm
The-
slowly
there's a
chipping my
sense
time
of
away.
flow,
Yeah.
I guess is what I'm getting at. That probably feels pretty awesome if you can get it, and then also probably feels terrible when it gets broken.
When you don't get it, yeah.
Please turn around. Oh my god. That was terrible. The last hit too. God damn.
Nice, a little late now, but nice quick kill there from Emptyeye on first phase.
Yeah, getting that is not the easiest thing to get or to line up or,
Now,
in my case, blindly swing and hope you get it.
when I started going for the world record, when Liger had it, when I started with 1331, I think I lost like 5 rounds in one day to that single quick kill.
Yeah.
Because if you go out too far on the ledge, you fall off, and if you
Yep, you fall
stand,
off, but if
stand
you're not
too
far
deep
enough,
in,
yeah.
you don't hit him. And you need to time the slash as well when he's like pretty far down in his little arc.
I'm just gonna stop here. I've actually never made it out 7-3, so I find it completely impossible.
Man, once you lose that fire wheel though, it might as well be.
God damn it! There we go.
Okay, cool. Alright, I just didn't activate the fire wheel. Nice.
Yeah, a little like we said earlier as well. Like if you lose the fire wheel and like pretty deep into the stage, it's better to just restart the stage. If you're doing it like a no reset run, marathon run or something like that, because let's say you're pretty deep into the stage and you lose the fire wheel. If you reset, you probably lose like 2 minutes, maybe 3. But if you try to advance sword only, it's almost like that much slower as well, because every room is gonna be super slow, so you kind of lose like 2 or 3 minutes anyways. So it's better to just redo it and get it right. So when we did this in the relay race last AGDQ,
I was
Unlike-
way too fast on that.
unlike Crack Attack, my opponent, I opted to not pick up any extra lives whatsoever, just in case if I had to game over and make it quicker.
Wow.
And I know Sinister said that in the commentary as well, like when Crack Attack picked up an extra life, and he mentioned like, oh, that might come into play later on.
What? Oh my god. Terrible.
So Kari is officially tapped out Ninja Gaiden and the ancient ship of doom is too deadly. But everyone else is soldiering on. They're pretty equally spaced, all of them looking to catch each other here. Yeah, about 10 seconds or so apart.
Got about 5 minutes left on the clock, so still plenty of time to see some movement here.
Yeah, this is one of those things where, like, there's so much that can go wrong that it's possible for one run to come out of nowhere and be so much faster. Whereas in Goal 1, we were seeing people were kind of capped out on what their route was capable of. Just, you know, the execution was there. It was the route that was causing the difference in time. But here, I think execution is still a big factor. So if someone executes cleanly, I think we could see a big leaderboard change.
Yeah, there are some time to save.
Mhm.
But yeah, once again I checked my time and compared, and once again Kananaphone has a pretty good time.
Should consider running it.
Yeah, he has the
I'd have to
movements
use, like,
and
different sub-weapons and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, you'd probably have to use that up and down shot quite a bit in the speed run too, it seems.
That's too bad.
Yeah, that's probably it's that one and the fire wheel that gets used the most.
Right.
I actually I think it's called the arrow or something like that. I don't know the proper name, but I think we call it the arrow. But I think it's a really cool weapon. It's
Yeah.
my favorite.
It sounds cool too when it comes out. Shing!
Oh.
Yeah,
this thing
and
here.
it has some pretty cool properties that it has 2 projectiles, and depending on how you use it, you can, for example, on the stage 4 boss, the one that burrows down into the ground, you can actually manipulate, well, how you shoot them, so you get 2 hits per Nimpa usage, because it's 2 projectiles, but one go up and one go down. But if you jump up mid-air and use it in like a really specific way, you get manipulate both blades to ricochet back and hit him, but not at the same time, because if they can't hit too close apart because his iframes. So it's a pretty tricky strat.
We had 2 players, Emptyeye and Freeball, both at the boss fight, but things went a little south for Emptyeye. He got banged up a little bit, and Freeball missed like the first hit or something. Like it's just like really early on, just bam, reset right away. So it looks like he's looking for a quick kill here to try to catch Kananaphone.
And he needs to catch Kananaphone because right now they are 1-1 against each other so far. Right?
Are they?
Are
I
they?
think
No, they're not.
Kananaphone
Kananaphone
is
took
on.
2. All right.
Yeah.
So Kananaphone's already got this one, but it still counts for the points.
I can't. There we go.
No, you're right. He's already 2-1.
I always have that 1
2-0.
minute negative split though. So
Oh yeah, the first
no
one.
problem.
1 minute ahead. You just got to finish, and you
What?
got it for sure.
I don't even know what I was trying to do there. I don't even know what I was going for.
About a minute left, so it's time to start thinking about the final strats.
It's looking like Freeball might get a chance to see how his boss fight pans out before he has to decide whether or not to reset.
Nope.
He's gonna go for a reset. So now he doesn't. He's gonna get one shot at this boss that he believes to be one of the biggest difference makers here. And it seems that's true for everyone. Everyone is here at the beginning of the goal.
Yeah, that did not go well.
Well, there's still it's 5 seconds, I believe.
Yep.
Okay,
And
well.
now is your time to think about whether you want to reset or not, because we've hit 0. So
Emptyeye just in time.
no more resets passed right now.
Wait for it. It didn't get there.
So Kananaphone's got a slow elevator platform. room here that's going to be
Nah,
holding him back. Yeah, he's not even going to play it through.
but I will show you the hitting down. Can't do it ever again.
Yep, there it is.
Yep, stuck. I wonder if that goes away after the level's over or something like that.
You know, it might.
Or after you die or something, but it seems to
Possibly.
persist
That's right.
across screen transitions though, right?
Yeah. It really confused me when it started happening. Even if you die.
Even if you die, it still persists. Wow.
Alright, here we go.
Okay, I have one shot.
Free ball's got one shot.
Make it count.
Oh, the lag.
Nope. God damn it. Reset.
Nope, you
That's
missed.
so disappointing. Damn.
Ooh, that sucks. I'm sorry.
And it seems our episode is going to end with a whimper than a bang, but that's how it goes sometimes.
Gaming over doesn't reset it either.
Okay, then.
Interesting.
Research.
Well, I've got a bonus game for you guys to play if you're interested. It's pretty standard. It's not nothing bad actually. It's actually a good game this time, but I decided I'd go with the ninja theme for it.
Okay.
But in the meantime, looks like we've got our final results of this match here. Kananaphone takes first place with 234, quite a healthy lead over Free Ball, 243.
Oh, actually, Kananaphone might have a better time that I forgot to update, so...
Oh, okay. Well, so he's got a maybe
It'd
even
probably be
better
like
time.
the same.
Pretty close. Okay. Well, Free Ball gets second with a 243, and Emptyeye in third with a 256.
Yeah, I might improve it, but I'm not going to improve it by enough to...
Oh, that's right. That's right. You could actually still improve it. I was looking. At
Oh,
the
what?
timer.
The double KO.
Ooh,
Okay. All right. Well,
that counts, I
I-
guess, doesn't it?
I
Oh
don't
no,
know.
it doesn't. It doesn't count down.
I didn't get to
Nope.
the fade out. So.
No, you didn't.
Oh well.
It's interesting. Some games the tie counts in your favor. Not this one though.
Nope, not that one. That's all right. It counts in my heart.
Yeah, stage 6 boss, if you know the guy, the stages with the
Yeah,
mushy
with the
floor, where
coaxing
you
boss,
like,
yeah.
yeah, you can kill him, and if you just stand still after you kill him, you will sink through and fall to your death, and it doesn't progress. You have to redo the stage.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah, I did that one time in a really good run.
I wonder if the double kill for that one, like, advances, like, because if you die to a boss during a phase, it won't make you redo the first
Oh yeah,
phase.
that would have actually been interesting to look at, but oh well.
Yeah, generally what we go by to decide if a double KO should count is whether you respawn on the next stage or back before where you were at.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. We got our brackets updated. Looks like we was pretty much shutouts across the board. Free Ball 3-0 against Kariohki, and then Kananaphone 3-0 against Emptyeye, and then Free Ball versus Kananaphone in the next stage for the matchups here. Looks like Kananaphone took all three, and then down in the losers bracket, Emptyeye eliminates Kariohki 3-0. So, it's going to be Kananaphone who moves forward in the winner's bracket in the next round of this tournament, whereas Free Ball and Emptyeye will be seeded into the loser's bracket, two different places, so it'll be a while before they have the potential to play each other again. They're in opposite parts of the loser's bracket. And there we have our outcome for today. Now, at this time, we've got a bonus game that these guys can play if they want to. It's not required, but if anyone is interested in loading up Shadow of the Ninja, it is a pretty cool game.
Actually, it's a good game, but unfortunately, I have food waiting for me, so I should probably go and eat that.
All right.
Same here.
had that
I love
too.
I love soda, but I have to get something.
All right.
But really well played, guys, in Ninja Gaiden, and
Yes,
and
that's how I always pronounced it. So
Pizza Cats. I was actually really impressed by your Ninja Gaiden performances. It was really well played.
well, thank you. Yeah, both of
High
those games are
praise.
actually a lot of fun. Yeah.
And
Enjoyed
like I
that.
said, you got the 2 hardest stages in the game for these goals. So
Yeah. No, like I said, I remember that rain climb just being brutal when I was younger, and even now. Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna take off. So thanks for having me. And
Yes, thanks very much, Rick.
Bye.
see you guys around.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yep. All right, I'm going to head off here as well. I'll stop my little stream here. But GG everybody.
Yep.
That was a lot of fun. Cananophone, congrats.
Thank you.
All right. Anyway, we will have to. I guess I get to keep going at some point, but that
Mhm.
point is not tonight. So
Not tonight. You'll be back.
I'll be back. Yep. All right. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
So long, guys.
Bye.
Man, Shadow the Ninja, such a awkward controlling game.
Oh, I'm going up.
You move
Oh my
so
God.
fast vertically, but slowly horizontally. And then you add in the fact that you move faster while slashing, and it just gets really bizarre.
Yep, you're slashing all over the place. It is pretty interesting, but...
Oh, that's right, in chat. Malamasala points out Blue Shadow is the name of this game in other territories.
It's got 3 different names. Yes,
Yeah,
this is
3.
it's Shadow the Ninja in US, it is Blue Shadow in Europe, and it is Kage in Japan. Not to be confused with Legend of Kage, which we played as a bonus game on the last SGL.
Yeah, that was something.
These enemies are so fast.
I gotten up for a second, so I missed the end of it. But congrats everyone for
What
beating
the?
me.
How are you supposed to dodge that?
Well, if you feel like you've for some reason have not had enough of ninjas, there's a bonus game
That involves
with
ninjas.
ninjas ready if you want to
Well-
jump in.
My eyes hurt, and I have a cat in my lap now. So say hi.
How do I?
This is not the time for ninjas.
Not the time for
This is the
ninjas.
time for cats.
We had a bit of cats on the show today.
Yeah.
We could have done
Well, if
cat
there's both, I think. I
Which
guess.
one takes priority?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for having me as usual.
Okay, yes, thanks, Rubina.
What the?
Yeah, there's two different upgrade chains here. You've got a regular sword and a bunch of sword attacks that go with that can be upgraded. And you have this, like, grappling hook type weapon. Not useful as a grappling hook, but it's sort of like a blade on a chain. And it's got a longer range, but it kind of sucks because it's a bit slower to use than the regular sword.
Is that guy a boss? Why isn't he dying?
Yeah, it didn't do any damage. I have no idea.
I do not know. Doesn't control as awkwardly. No, I believe it does not.
Yeah, awkward as it may be, it is not as awkward as Legend of Kage.
I don't do any damage to him. Guess not. Oh, he can shoot up.
Just boost through him, I guess.
Where do I go? Oh, thank God it spawned me up there.
Yeah, it just takes a minute.
Oh.
Oh, that's right, you fall off the bottom of the screen and come on the top of the screen. That's right, I forgot this game you can't die by falling off the bottom unless you run out of health. That's right, one of the few games I know with that mechanics. I can't think of another example where falling off the bottom of the screen isn't fatal, but doesn't take you to some other part of the level or something like that. I remember this boss being a bit of a pain when we had this as a goal on SGL. It was about how well the players could manipulate where they made this boss land. Because I believe it is manipulatable. It's just he's kind of shifty.
Well, yeah, he shifts back and forth.
Yep, very shifty, back and forth.
Yeah, I remember this was Blecky and Witheld did this sewer level, and it was pretty close, but it was enough to cue Blecky into this game, and he ended up taking it up and running with it and doing a speedrun for it.
That's right. This is the boss that's goes much faster if you have the homing shuriken.
Yeah.
It's like homing shot, and you can just wreck this boss with it. And without it, there's no chance of getting a good time. It's very divisive boss.
Sometimes he blocks my attacks. I don't know why. Oh my god.
Oh, bam. Just the uppercut. Limited continues, I see.
Yep.
Or no, maybe that was just because there was a reset? No, maybe not.
Well, that is dumb. I can't even hit him.
Huh. Kind of have to run into him a little bit.
He's blocking
just
again.
nicked him. I think that happens if you hit anything other than the head.
Yay.
There we go. These steam jets, I remember being a problem.
I did not anticipate it taking more than one hit.
Yes, that happened.
That's Mega Man style. Well, I don't know what they are, but it follows the exact same pattern. Goes back and forth slowly, and then once you get level with it, it gets angry.
If I remember, this is not a very long game, right? Is it about 10 minutes? Let me just take a look.
That seems right.
I think it may be less than 10, or maybe about 10 minutes, but it's like 5 levels, 6 levels maybe? 6 levels? Let me just double check that. Oh, it's 11? Well, that's the AGDQ run, was 11 and a half minutes.
Uh-oh.
One health again.
Yeah, it's 11
Can you
minutes
jump over
flat.
it? Oh, there you go.
No, the double kill.
Oh, there's the double kill. So it looks like the record holder for this now is Nanjimao with 11 minutes flat, who beat out Charlian's run, which was 11:12. So interesting. Blecky's run is 11:15, so those are pretty close. But then Nanjimao is way ahead of them.
Found something, I guess.
Must have. It's probably a faster boss fight. I can't imagine the platforming parts being that much optimizable. Let me update the challenge brackets so we can see how everyone's doing in terms of their predictions.
Please be health. What the? No health. God damn.
Spoilers.
That might have been the health. Ouch.
Alright, well the challenge brackets are updated. Looks like only one person has top scores on their predictions. It's just Jeff Sledge. It's the only person with the perfect prediction
Really?
so far. Yep.
I thought you were gonna say it was you.
No, it's not. I thought it was. I'm surprised that it wasn't me. No, because I rig all the. I mean, because I know all these players so well.
Yeah, you just forgot what you put.
Right, that must be it. Actually, you're second place, Myth, and I'm third. Tied for third with like 2 other people.
Yeah, I missed one of them early on.
Well, Jeff's got everything. I wonder what I got, what I mispredicted.
Okay, I have to leave now.
Wait,
So-
we're tied
okay.
for second.
Wait, we're tied for second? Really?
Yeah, there's a 4-way tie for second. Anyway, thank you so much, Freeball, for coming.
Yeah, thanks for
We'll
the
see.
show.
Yes, thanks very much.
See more of
Right.
Freeball in the losers bracket in the next round. Oh wait, no, there is a. The scoring is because you get more if you're accurate later on. Okay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. The scoring goes up. Alright, well let me just mention what we've got coming up on the schedule. Let's see. So the next SGL is going to be next Saturday. Saturday, October 10th, we've got an SGL doubleheader at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We've got G.I. Joe, the Atlantis Factor. We've got Toad, Ood Sigma, Cards of the Heart, and Mikey McC are going to be the 4 players for G.I. Joe, the Atlantis Factor. 3 p.m. next Saturday. At 7 p.m. next Saturday, October 10th, it's going to be Kiwi Craze is the game. Really interesting game that I don't think enough people run. But Dragon Dark, JLo7, Hagspam, and Zyre will be the players for that one, happening at 7 p.m. Eastern next Saturday.
That should be the the number 1 seed match, so that means we're going to see one completely lopsided match,
Well,
and
yeah,
then one that should be the closest.
very
around the
equal.
other.
That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how the seeding works. And then next Sunday the 11th, we've got 7 to 10 p.m. We've got a game that hasn't been determined yet. We know the players. It's going to be John Carl's Author Blues, Lightyear, and Jorf will be the 4 players next Sunday. So next weekend we got three SGL matches taken care of. The game for that will be announced later tonight.
If you're having trouble keeping track of SGL matches, or any other sort of speedrun events, we've got a calendar. And if you've got something you want to be on the calendar, some sort of speedrun event you want people to know about, just let us know and we'll throw it on there. I think this could be a really cool thing because there's so much going on in the speedrun community that people just don't know. There's too much. So it'd be really cool if there was a place people could go to figure that all out.
Yep, so let us know if you got any events that you want to put on that calendar. Big events coming up, the Best of Ness Marathon at the end of this month, Halloween weekend, going from the 30th, Friday the 30th, up through Monday, November 2nd. It's going to be the Best of Ness Marathon, 4 days worth of NES games, the best and worst of the NES, 24 hours a day.
Yep, we'll both be there in some capacity.
Some capacity or another, maybe some incapacity. But just check out
I
their
hope
channel. No, check out their channel, twitch.tv/bestofness. And you can also see the website itself, which is at thebestofness.com. So, yeah, that's where you can get information on that. Also, there's a 15-game Sega Master System race, sort of similar to the Big 20. This is the Master 15 Sega Master System games being raced back-to-back. And that's happening this month. It's happening October 24th, I believe. And I think the plan is that we're going to stream that on this channel. So you can check back here then, and we'll have coverage of that race if you like Sega Master System games. And even if you haven't seen a lot of Sega Master System games, definitely check it out, because if you enjoy NES games, it's the same era, a lot of the same game design principles went into it, so you'll see a lot of overlap. Also interesting to see how many NES games had Sega counterparts and seeing how those things differ. Like there's, Sega Master System Ninja Gaiden, for instance. It's very different, even though it bears the same name. But very cool stuff. So make sure you give that a look.
I think that about wraps it up.
Yep, that's all we got. Well, thanks everyone for watching. Make sure you follow the channel if you haven't. And we've got a Twitter, we've got all kinds of things. Let me just put the link in the channel. There we go. The bot will tell you.
Link success.
Success, yeah. The bot will tell you how to get to all of our stuff. And that's it. We'll catch you guys next Saturday, 3 p.m. for the beginning of the SGL doubleheader with G.I. Joe Atlantis Factor.
Bye.
Bye-bye.